Imagine going back in time long before there were cities, technology, or any form of modern comfort. A time when each sunrise could be a new beginning or the end. Today, we will travel to the era of the cavemen, our ancestors who explored a wild world and shaped the first steps of humanity. Thousands of years ago, small human groups roamed the planet. They were nomads, had no fixed homes, lived following the animals, seeking shelter and finding food wherever possible. The caves served as temporary refuge against the intense cold, violent storms, and constant dangers. They were dark, damp places, but essential for ensuring survival. Life at that time was extremely challenging. In family groups, everyone had an important role. The hunters observed the landscape, tracked footprints, and risked facing enormous animals. Meanwhile, the gatherers searched for roots, fruits, and edible plants, always alert to poisons and hidden predators. Taking care of the younger ones was equally vital. After all, the continuity of the species depended on them. Hunting was perhaps the most dangerous moment of the day. Facing gigantic mammoths, woolly rhinoceroses, or a feared saber-toothed tiger required courage, strategy, and above all, unity. Armed only with wooden spears and chipped stone tips, they needed to act as a team. A misstep could be fatal, but when the hunt was successful, it meant food, skin for protection, and bones that turned into new tools. Over time, human intelligence began to shine ever brighter. They tested stones, improved weapons, learned about the climate, and observed patterns in nature. It was in this process that one of the greatest discoveries in history happened: fire. Controlling fire changed everything. It brought light to nights that were once dominated by absolute darkness. It brought warmth to face ice ages. It brought safety against fierce animals. And it brought something even more valuable: cooked food. This made food easier to chew, safer, and much more nutritious. Fire was not just an invention, it was a gigantic leap in human evolution. And it didn't stop there. Over the centuries, new ideas and new ways to transform the environment emerged. Among them, one of the most revolutionary: the wheel. Simple, round, but powerful. With the wheel, humans were able to transport heavy objects, move more easily, and start a new chapter in our history. Thus, from the harsh life in caves, through the invention of tools, the discovery of fire, and the creation of the wheel, our ancestors left us an incredible legacy. They were more than just survivors. They were inventors, explorers, warriors, and dreamers. Each of their achievements paved the way for the modern world we know today. And if you enjoyed this journey to the past, don't forget, give it a like, subscribe to the channel for more fascinating stories like this. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.